thanks very much for stopping by our little studio. So you've been in charge of TikTok here in Japan for 2 years. Before you were doing that in Southeast Asia. Can you tell us where is TikTok standing at the moment? How many active users do you have? What are the demographics? And how is it growing? I know it's growing quite fast. So where do you stand?
Yeah, so thanks to all the Japanese consumers and partners, TikTok is growing very well in Japan. Globally, around 3 billion users, but in Japan, around 44 million monthly active users and growing quite fast. We have a collection of apps: TikTok, TikTok Lite, TikTok Go, and also Lemonade. So these are a collection of apps. And we see different kinds of people come to different apps. For example, slightly older users outside Tokyo, they like the TikTok Lite app, which allows you to earn reward points. And slightly younger users come more to the TikTok app, and they tend to be more in Tokyo, right? People spend on an average 80 minutes a day. They open the app around 13 to 14 times. Each time is about 4 or 5 minutes. And the reason is because they like to have diversity of content. There's a lot of diversity of content, right? It's not just about dancing videos. There's educational content, bite-sized educational content. And what we like to say, 1 minute to add value to your life, right? So 1 minute videos to add value to your life. And snack-sized content that covers like educational topics, finance, fitness, and a variety of topics. What is interesting is I think TikTok is also proving to be a platform where Japanese consumers are rediscovering Japanese heritage. So for example, we see videos about kimono or videos where someone is painting kanji characters really increase a lot these days and gain popularity. Another is videos about konbini finds, so small interesting products in the convenience store. They're really blowing up on TikTok. We saw 5,000% increase in searches for konbini finds on TikTok. And interestingly, some tour operators have created small travel tours in Japan around konbini visits. So basically, they take you to the popular, they help you find those interesting items in the convenience store. So again, TikTok is a platform where our mission is to inspire creativity and bring joy. Creators are really the heart of our platform. 1 in 3 users is a creator. And the platform is built around this community of bringing people together around their common passions or interests. Right.
Those 44 million users now, do they consume Japanese content or global content? And is it different in terms of consumption of content here than you would see somewhere else in Southeast Asia?
Yeah, it's a great question. So what we have is to surface content to you, what we call is the For You feed. It's a very personalized feed that you get based on the interests. It's based on AI, and 8 interactions is what it takes for the AI to figure out what you like. So after you've looked at 8 videos, depending on, you spend longer on a certain video, it can figure out what you like, and it surfaces content that it thinks that you may like to see. In Japan, most of the content consumption, yes, is from local creators and Japanese creators, but we do see some global content trends also come in the way to Japan, and we also see Japanese content trend go outside. For example, Japan is known for the manga and anime industry, right? And we see that outside of Japan, a lot of videos about manga, anime are really gaining a lot of popularity on TikTok, whether it's in the US market or Southeast Asia market. So TikTok is proving to be not just a platform where Japanese consumers can rediscover the heritage about Japan, but it's also for a way for the world to learn more about Japan and feel more connected to Japan. In terms of content categories, there are some similarities and some dissimilarities. Educational content is popular everywhere. Lifestyle content is popular everywhere. But for example, we see content around entertainment, whether it's films or manga, anime is more popular in Japan. It's more unique to Japan. So certain categories tend to be a little bit more prevalent in Japan.
Japanese content creators outside of social networks are very careful with their copyrights. Is it an issue here? You have to be more careful when people are sharing anime or manga or short films. Yeah. Is it something that you have to supervise more here maybe than on other markets?
Yeah, I mean, we take this very seriously. We have programs and policies in place for IP protection, IP and trademark protection, so we take it very seriously. There are processes and infrastructure in place. We apply those at a global level. We work with a lot of global, media entertainment companies such as Netflix, Disney, Warner Brothers, and we apply the same standards locally as well. We obviously want people a platform for expression. At the same time, we also want to protect the IP of the companies. And so yes, we do take that seriously, and we have teams in place to ensure that gets protected as well. Yes.
You've been here since 2017, if I'm correct. In other markets, notably in China, the mother company is big on e-commerce. Here you have big players who have been in place, Rakuten, Yahoo Shopping, Amazon, Mercari. But since this summer, you started to push e-commerce here in Japan through TikTok. How is it doing? Are you optimistic? You're going to tell me yes, but why would you be optimistic?
Sure. It's been a very interesting, we just launched 4 months ago. And the reason we launched is we found users, they love to discover products on TikTok and they love to buy, right? We did studies, and studies showed when users discover products on TikTok, sometimes they go and buy on Amazon, on Rakuten, and even offline stores, right? So, we saw that TikTok videos have a huge influence on users' purchase intention or purchase behavior. And we decided to launch TikTok Shop, which is essentially an extension of that experience, right? So you like a product, and then you click and you can just purchase it. I don't know if you did try it, but I've been buying some products and testing it as well. We are very fortunate that large brands such as Kao, P&G, Unilever, Yodabashi, they've all opened shops on TikTok Shop. So we are very fortunate. I want to thank our partners for this trust. And we've seen TikTok Shop overall platform sales grow 100% month on month. So it's been doubling every month in Japan, right? Internally, we revised our target upwards 2 times. So we didn't expect it to go. So touch wood, it's still early stages, but I think the initial momentum has been good. One thing that surprised us, which we did not expect. When we launched TikTok Shop in different markets, one of the ways for you to discover products is the videos, and then another is live streaming, right? And then typically we find that in markets, videos is dominant at first because the live streaming ecosystem is not so developed, right? Like in US when we launched, I think the videos was the majority driver of shopping, and then of course live streaming is picking up. In Japan, interestingly, in a short span of time, we see half of the sales come from live streaming, right? Brands, advertisers, agencies, creators are really leaning into live streaming, and it's resonating with consumers a lot as well, right? So it just reinforces our belief that consumers are all about experiential shopping today. Price and value, of course, that matters, but it's like experience of shopping that matters, and seems like live stream is really like catching on much faster than what we expected. So half of the sales are actually coming from live stream.
In the Western world, in Europe, in France, there's a huge debate about the time teenagers would spend on social networks, on TikTok. This debate is coming slowly here in Japan, but we start to see local cities, mayors who are complaining about the time their kids are spending on social networks. Do you have to do a lot of PR to work with the government on those levels? At what age can I access? How long? Is it an issue here in Japan, or you feel it's more open and easier than maybe do business in France or other countries in Europe?
Yeah. I mean, so far it's not been raised as an issue. Having said that, we take it very seriously, and we take a lot of proactive steps to make sure TikTok is a platform that we ensure is a safe experience for people of all ages. We introduce things, we have a combination of policies, platform-related controls, and active partnerships through which we ensure this. For example, we have parental controls that can limit, get some limit or some control over what their kids are watching. We have features such as time limits, enforced time limits, so we try to limit the time. And that feature is also available for adults. I personally use that feature to remind me when I've spent too much time on TikTok. And again, we are all about ensuring a safe experience. In Japan, one topic that comes up is misinformation, and so we are addressing it very proactively. Together with various government ministries, creators, we are doing workshops to educate people on how to stay safe online. We use a combination of machine learning and human moderators to take down content even before it surfaces. So more than 96 to 97% of any harmful content before it even gets surfaced on TikTok is taken down. And we track this data. So, we have a lot of policies in place, we have partnerships in place, and we actively, monitor and enforce these policies on our system through a combination of AI and human moderation.
How many people work for TikTok now in Japan?
We have a growing office in Shibuya. I think roughly about 800 people in that office who work in Japan. But of course, we are a global company, so we often collaborate with teams in other regions as well. But again, we are very committed to adopting the right mix of global-local, right? So we want to customize our products and solutions to what is relevant in Japan.
Thank you very much.